cool sound, almost lossless quality and no lag at all when playing games, this is the most advanced gaming headset that Eksa have ever designed. Let's inspect. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Nice to meet you. My name is Michael, and if you're interested in inspecting fresh, cool tech, how about doing it together and you subscribing to the channel so that we can make it more often? Now, this here is called the Eksa E910. It's a gaming wireless headset with pretty good build quality, extremely comfortable, and with the reasonable price tag below $100. Before we go any further, full disclosure, I got this unit for free by the company Eksa, and since on the channel I don't usually review gaming headsets, they have offered sponsoring the video, but since I haven't signed any contracts or whatsoever, I have the freedom to say whatever I like. So in this video, as usual, I'm going to make a thorough analysis of how they actually perform and highlight for you all the good and the bad sides so that you can make an educated decision whether to buy such a thing or not. In a matter of fact, I use a wireless gaming headset as a primary one since many years because I hate wires and am often participating in online calls. Since the headset is the most important tool that I use in my job, I have a lot to say about such a unit. Before diving any deeper in the technical and experience side, you can buy these for around $90, with its value being, in my opinion, among its greatest strengths. It is available for purchase on Eksa's official website and also a few other places, and as usual you can find links to the best deal in the description below the video. Let's unbox. Being the company's flagship at the time making this video, I hope for premium packaging as well. From what we see, this is somewhat being delivered. Guess the feeling that you get out of this box matches the price tag. I also got a stand where you can comfortably place your headset. Really happy to see this carrying pouch, made out of eco leather, which feels quite thick, so should be a good protective layer if you decide to place the headset inside a backpack. You may look up online for a hard case as well. This is the transmitter that you need to connect to your computer, similar to the way many Plantronics, SteelSeries and other brands' devices work. Note that this wireless gaming headset does not use Bluetooth due to the strength of the signal and the interference possibility. For instance, with Bluetooth 5, expected latency is between 20 and 40 milliseconds in good conditions, while the technology used by Eksa promises 20 milliseconds to be the worst-case scenario, and they call it zero tangible latency. Since I already got into the tech specs area, may I carry on? 50mm large drivers, 20 to 20,000 Hz frequency response, 5.8 GHz wireless connection, 115 decibel speaker sensitivity, 43 decibel microphone sensitivity. The microphone itself is unidirectional, 1200 mAh battery, beautiful side LEDs, microphone control button, protein memory foam earpads, ENC feature support, and software for configuration for a PC. So far, quite decent. The headphones are done of good quality plastic and metal plate, which is covered by soft material. Feels solid to me, although I've seen some people sharing concerns about the build quality online. Clearly more metal would have been a better choice, but it would have compromised the lightweight feeling when you actually wear them. Essentially, these are the two units that you need for the headset to operate, with this transmitter being particularly interesting. And I've read a lot of opinions about it online. Many people say that this is a single point of failure, and it is, just like the headset itself. It is because if you lose it, since there is no way to operate it through a wire, you're gonna have to order a new one, and you know that it takes some time. Now, the other interesting bit, most of the gaming wireless solutions operate at the 2.4 gig range, and most of them would have such a wireless dongle, because Bluetooth, well, in terms of technology, is okay, however, latency not that perfect. Something that could be improved a lot by using a modified codec with a dongle. Most of the other gaming headsets would operate at a 2.4 frequency range, which is quite popular, like most of the Wi-Fi routers, home appliances. The obvious disadvantage is that usually the 2.4 frequency range is kind of busy and might have a lot of interference. Therefore, Eksa have decided to build technology which operates at 5.8. Generally, the rule is that the higher the frequency, you know, the smaller the latency and the shorter the wave at the same time. So I knew the latency is going to be great and confirmed. I mean, you can't hear any latency, you know, it's close to zero latency, well, theoretically between 0 and 20 milliseconds. The other thing I was a bit more concerned is about the penetration through walls, because, for instance, I use this as a daily driver. That's the RT7 by SteelSeries, and well, the interesting part, because this works at 2.4, the interesting part is that the 5.8 gig range operation of Eksa was able to deliver about 80% of the penetration through walls I was getting with the RT7. And not only that, but I was easily exceeding the 10-meter estimation of the range when I was having the headset and the receiver within sight, and that's a very good thing. Battery life has been consistent, making the headset last through the day. If you don't listen to music most of the time, battery life is going to exceed the promised 10 hours. Now, audio quality, and this is so important. Eksa have optimized them towards cool gaming sound. Focus on the bass and high-end tones, with really the bass being the leading. It feels quite nice to play games where you can actually hear a lot of explosions. If you play mostly on a PC, there's a software for Windows where you can actually create profiles and adjust the sound signature according to your own taste. As someone that prefers flatter sound, I have increased a lot the high-end tones and some of the mid-tone frequencies, and found out that it makes not only games, but also music and movies sound pretty great. I think the major contribution to this have the large 50mm drivers, which are bigger than most competitors in this class. I think thanks to this equalizer, sound-wise, you can go in any direction that you want. There are two modes, the regular one, which lets you just apply the equalization, and the surround mode, applying 7.1 feeling. I would avoid this one when listening to music, but when playing games or watching movies in the corresponding format, it feels quite nice. As for comfort and operation, that's a great choice, very ergonomic, and feels as if I have nothing on top of my head. I feel them really lightweight, and probably major contribution to that have these cushions, which are extremely soft, and the best part, they are replaceable. And for instance, if you decide to order a spare pair, it's going to cost you about $10. Very good isolation from the environment too. And there is the ENC call noise cancelling, meaning that through software algorithms, the headset will suppress most background noises while you're speaking on the microphone. This comes particularly handy when you have online meetings. If you wonder about the microphone quality, let me share with you a sample. So this is the microphone of the Eksa E910. It's flexible, adjustable, and of course the closer to your mouth, the better the quality. And it's a pull-out microphone, meaning that when you don't need the microphone, you can push it back in, and that would be it. In terms of quality, I can't say it's among the best microphones out there, but thanks to the ENC, which stands for Environmental Noise Cancellation, the others can hear you pretty well. For a complete and truthful review, what else do we need? Yeah, of course, we need to talk about the drawbacks. As a starter, the lack of wired operation. As we mentioned, no 3.5mm option, which is kind of a bummer. The other thing I would really miss, it's the so-called transparency mode, which some other gaming headsets have. For instance, this mode, what it allows you to do when your microphone is on, the transparency mode allows the microphone to be capturing the sounds nearby so that you stay connected, and if somebody enters the room, you would be able to have a meaningful conversation without taking the headset off. There is no quick charging mode, there is no windscreen, but I didn't really feel the need of such one given the positioning of the microphone. And the lack of folding mechanism, which means the unit is not that portable as compared to others, but if you plan to use it at home only, you wouldn't really care. So in the end, if you are on a budget, this is among the best sub-$100 wireless gaming headsets. Furthermore, if you enjoy bassy sound and need to participate to online meetings from time to time, and knowing that both of these options are well integrated with Eksa E910, makes them even more tempting and a reasonable buy. Knowing that you can easily find replacement parts, for instance, you can easily swap these cushions, and the innovative 5.8 gig transmission, and I would say the excellent build quality and the fresh design, I would say this could be a pretty good deal for the budget of less than $100, which is considerably less than what most of the popular brands would offer. And here's a tasking question for you, guys and girls. If you had to buy a new wireless headset, what kind of budget would you plan in order to complete this task? Let me know in the comment section below the video, and of course if you have any follow-up questions, comments, remarks, I'll be glad to respond down there. As usual, a link to the product with possibly a discount if I manage to squeeze one for you. It's gonna be linked in the description below the video. Thank you so much for watching this episode with me. And if you enjoyed, then give us a like, subscribe to the channel for more cool tech inspections, and I, Michael, wish you a fantastic day. Bye.